Oh man, so Xbox hikes the price in Game Pass, and all of a sudden, it's like all the yearly bad news that was packed up on Xbox just came out of the bloom. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. But anyways, let's talk about it.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Brothers coming high and eat up scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's training people, worders gain. All recent gaming, go race and pay top mean. Good morning, Dom and Louie. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and even the crazy one. Wish you a bit of an awesome Monday. Wow, fresh new week, fresh new start. And man, oh man, what a crazy weekend it's been. It's kind of funny though, chat. I mean, seriously, I was out. On Friday I had a business meeting. On Saturday I went out for a ride. On Sunday I went out for another ride, on a new bike, having my fun, riding the motorcycle, just taking a little break, right? Because sometimes you need to take a little break, gain some energy, because you got to bring it in. You got to bring that energy in, that happy energy, that good feeling energy, because heck, last week we got pounded with bad news. Okay, cool. I get that. We went live on Thursday. We tackled it. And all I said was, hey, let's demand a better tier, like the PC tier. That's all I asked for. That's the only thing I asked for. Let's go out there, demand a better tier. We got to fight these price hikes. That's all I said. And instead of fighting price hikes, instead of doing all that stuff, what do we get? Rumors and bad news on Xbox. That's what we get. Let's all bring it out here. Let's go and throw it out, because this is the time to talk bad about Xbox because they hiked the price. Man, incredible. All the stuff that was said last week, right? This past week, yeah, last week, yeah. All the stuff that was said. We have a Call of Duty that has a 300 million loss. They made it huge. Like 300 million is huge. It's awful. If my math is right, that's like 4 million copies of the game. But wait a minute. Game Pass gained 5 billion revenue. So if they lost 200 million over here, they gained on Game Pass 5 billion revenue or 5 billion. I don't know what it was. It was 5 billion profit, 5 billion revenue, but hell, it's there. They showed us that they made 5 billion. Game Pass brought in 5 billion. So if there's a 300 million loss compared to 5 billion, let's do the math, guys. What's bigger, 5 billion or 300 mil? 5 billion or 300 mil? You can't make this shit up, but we'll tackle that later on. And also, we're going to talk about the Xbox console rumors. But okay. All right. Crazy thing. So real quick, before I start the show, let me read what David Cohen, my brother, put in here in the chat, which he put some interesting comments out here. But all right, let's go right now. Let's talk about this. All right. So David Cohen says, good morning. How you doing, David Cohen? Good morning to you, sir. Ponies are making 0 cents right now by saying Xbox has had an Xbox Game Pass. However, the ponies forgot one detail. Xbox more successful than ever, like they were in 360 Gen. Xbox's powerful hardware and great subscription service also quick resume, and a huge amount of old games that are backwards compatible with FPS boost and the fast load times. So the thing is, Louis, oh no, it's Alex, once again confirmed by pricing issues are a problem in the game industry, and that he makes more sense than the console fanboys. And David Cohen, I have a nuke bomb right here. That is not a good nuke bomb though. It's a horrible nuke bomb for all of us. But look, it's not that I'm going to show it to you to defend that these companies should be price hiking. No, I'm going to show you guys what's happening out there and why one thing is happening, and that is price hikes is going on because hell, it's not looking good out there, guys. It's not looking good. I'm being honest, it's not looking good. It's not only Xbox, it's going to be all of them. So let's keep going. So Talos, the man with a very good morning to you, sir. How you doing, Talos? Raichi, when CODBO 8 releases next year, it will be 40 Game Pass, but you get some Roblox money. I can't believe all I said was demand a better tier, or demand something with these price tags. That's all I said. That's all I said here live. That's all I said here live, and that's it. But everybody went out there and decided to talk about bad stuff about Xbox. Why? Why? Instead of getting all together and say, man, we got to stop these price hikes. No. Let's go talk about Xbox. So let me tell you something, guys. You think it's only Xbox that's going to be pricing the high pricing this? Woo! Oh, Lord. I mean, what have we learned this generation? When one goes up, all of them follows. That's what we learned. Rachie says, can't wait for Keeper in 13 days. Awesome, Rachie. Have fun with Keeper, man. Have fun. Freddie Fox, Fax Louie. What's up, Chris Louie? Who? What do you mean, who? Illegalidad, good morning. Baby Money, good morning. Freddie Fox says, Louie, Xbox invests $1 billion into Game Pass a year. They made $5 billion over. Where do you think the other $4 billion is going, haters? I mean, I just found it funny they had to come up with. Look, I'm not saying it's not real or not, but a $300 million loss compared to gaining $5 billion. I mean, bro, come on. I mean, wow. Game Pass made a ton of money this year. Of course, because of Call of Duty. So I'd rather take a $300 million loss compared to $5 billion loss. That's me. Because $300 million loss compared to $5 billion, I mean, shit. Lord, I just gotta laugh. Ah, man, we just gotta laugh. But all right. Jacob with the $50 set. What's up, Jacob? How you doing? Good morning to you, sir. He says, we want Xbox to thrive. Why do people who plays and like Xbox expect to keep getting Game Pass games? New service armor with no price hikes. Oh, Lord, adopted pony in the building today. Mike Johnson. Yep. So, chat, let's tackle this down. Let's have some fun because, like I said, we got a couple things we got to talk about. And let's start off with how everything started, right? So we started off last week with price hikes, right? And it was god awful, all these price hikes that were happening. It was god awful that, we got this increase. It sucks. But hey, what do we have to do? Well, you don't like price hikes? Go ahead and unsubscribe, or demand a better tier like the PC tier has. That's what we got to do as Xbox fans, right? Tell them, hey, we're tired of these price hikes. Where are we going to go with this? I mean, it's not like we're going to abandon you, because that's the thing. People think like, oh, you're not subscribed anymore. You're abandoning Xbox. You hate Xbox, bro. What we're doing is we're telling you corporates, hey, look, you guys want more money? Okay, cool. But shit, we're the ones who've been here fighting for this. Give us something good. That's all we've been saying. No problem there. There's nothing wrong with asking for something good. Damn. So, check it out with another beautiful and awesome 20-sec super chat. He says, everything Xbox does cost billions to uphold. Yes, sir, Jacob. Yes, it does. Anything has to do with gaming costs a lot of money to uphold. It's servers, electricity. Yeah, so much stuff happening out there. That's how a business runs. But yeah, because we were satisfied. Now they want to give us more, but for a bigger price. So, chat, let's tackle this shit down because we got to laugh at all this stuff that happened. I just find it funny how everything just came down. Oh, my God. So, let's start off with this one, right? And I'll leave the nuclear bomb for later on today because I got a nuke right here, chat, because I got to show you guys something that is not looking good for all of us. It's not. But, hey, let's start up with this news because this one's the most interesting of them all. Yes, it is. All right, let me copy paste this thing right here. So, like I was saying earlier, right? We got the Call of Duty situation all of a sudden. Yeah, Call of Duty lost 300 million. Yep. It's so bad it lost 300 million. Okay. All right. It's god awful that it lost 300 million. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so bad. It's really so bad. But hey, it gained somewhere else. Incredible. And that was in Game Pass numbers. But okay, either way, though, we'll talk about it, right? We'll talk about it. Let's see what this has to say. Because, it's in Bloomberg. And in order to see the Bloomberg article, right, it's a pain in the butt. Because at the end of the day, you got to pay like 300 smackers in order to read some stuff. Really? Okay, so Xbox squandered over 300 million putting Call of Duty in Game Pass. Wow, 300 million. That is such a massive loss. It's dead. Oh my God, because they lost 300 million, it's dead. But chat, let's make this fun right here. Right? Let's make this fun. Incredible that Satya Nadella came out. And he said, this has been the most successful Call of Duty. He said it. Phil Spencer came out and said it. So I got a question for you, chat. If Satya Nadella lied by saying this, what do you think happens next? I'm being serious. What happens next, chat? What happens next? If these high execs go out there and lie, saying that it was successful when it wasn't, what do you think happens next? I mean, it's simple, chat. They get sued. They get sued. They get in trouble. It's not a good look on them, right? Mr. Glass, good morning. Sorry, I was watching politics. Okay, no problem, man. Have fun. Have fun with the good conversations going on out there. But yeah. Oh, numbers don't lie. Okay, here comes this guy with his bullcrap early this morning. Game Pass makes 5 times more for 300 million, crazy look. But don't worry, baby, man. I'm tackling this with a lot of love today, right? Xbox announced a remarkable 50% price increase, of course, because we got to talk about the 50% price increase, which is true, right? To Game Pass this week, underlying the acquisition is so frequently rebuffed that the service is simply not sustainable. Yet it made $5 billion. Now, a report from Bloomberg citing former employees. Oh, Lord. Who has not to be identified. Oh, Microsoft lied in court nonstop. They said that drop yearly release of COD Cook. Well, we got yearly COD. But Rachie, I'm going to tackle a couple things out there because we need to understand a couple things that are going on and something that we need to sit here and take a gander at because it sucks of what's happening. And like I said, I have something right here that you're going to be surprised. And it was Matt Piscatella that posted it. And I was really surprised by reading. I was like, this is not good for us. And I'll explain why. But okay, when we get there. So let's go. So not to be identified reveals that Redmond firm lost over 300 million releasing last year's Call of Duty 6 directly into the subscription. Okay. Yet they gained 5 billion. They lose 300 million, they gain 5 billion. They lose 300 billion, they lose 300 million, they gain 5 billion. So what's bigger, 5 billion or 300 million? I mean, come on, bro. I mean, if you're going to do something, if you're going to slander something, it's incredible. I mean, oh, God. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. So, right? The expense has been calculated based on expected lost sales across Xbox consoles and PC, where the game was available to download day one as part of the Microsoft service. Yet they gained $5 billion. But okay, in the US, PlayStation platforms accounted for the outrageous 82% of a full price launch month sales. Offsetting that, overall US game subscription spend increased into 16% year over year during the month of Black Ops 6 launch. Analyst from Outdoors founder Justin Van Druren observed Game Pass hasn't delivered the explosive growth anticipated post-Activision. They released it. They have not what? Oh my God. Seriously, this is just funny as hell. Oh man, Dodgeman Game, you gotta get ready when I show you what I have right here. As a report earlier this week, Game Pass Ultimate, the only tier of Microsoft subscription, which includes all day one games on console, will now cost $30 per month. While it offers a different slate of perks, Sony's highest price subscription, PS Plus, costs $17.99 per month. Oh, so now you want to bring in PlayStation Plus Premium. Oh, but wait a minute. I got a question though, real quick. I got a question. Real quick, chat. I got a question, chat, real quick. So, explain to me something right here, chat. Let's dissect this right here. This piece of the information, right? They up the price per month, $30, but yet PlayStation Plus has $18 per month. Yet it doesn't offer that much for the premium compared to Game Pass when it was $20. Huh? You can't make this shit up. So, let's keep going. PlayStation, to its credit, repeatedly said that it's giving away full price first party games as part of the subscription was simply not sustainable. It was criticized at times for making the comments, but its perspective has seemed to be proven sound. But wait a minute, they do get first party games. I mean, Alan Wake is. I mean, not Alan Wake, first party games. Well, I've seen Horizon Forbidden West on there. I've seen Spider Man on there. I've seen first party games on PlayStation that for like a month or 2 or 3, being in PlayStation Plus. So they do give it away. What are you guys talking about? But okay, let's keep going. So, Microsoft has improvement on the total number of Game Pass subscribers since 2024. When it revealed it had 34 million active subscribers, it was worth noting that it rebranded Xbox Live as Game Pass to give the service a significant shot in the arm. Okay? Despite all of this, speaking of Tokyo Game Show prior to the weekly price increase, Xbox Around insisted yet again that the service is profitable, although would only quote $5 billion revenue to support her claim. So what's better, Chad? 300 million. You see, I mean, you guys are putting this information right here. It's right here, and man, it just gives me a headache. Why do you guys go out there and do this for clicks? Insane. And you just posted the main information right here, like I said earlier at the beginning of the show. So what's better, gaining $5 billion or losing 300 million? I mean, let's do some math, chat, because I like doing math real quick. So let's go. $5 billion divided by 300 million. You gain 16 times 300 million, 17 times 300 million. So what's better, gain 17 times 300 million or lose 300 million? I'd rather gain it. But hey, it is what it is. I just find it hilarious they went out there. They went out there and decided to talk about this. Like, this 300 million is a bad thing. Of course, nobody wants to lose 300 million. But if you gain elsewhere the 300 million, what's the problem here? Yeah, the Xbox Fire Stick is not, and 30 is not worth it? Oh, wow. Then why'd you buy it then? I have the Fire Stick and I watch TV, I watch movies, I watch YouTube, I watch all the cool stuff. I don't get it. Then why'd you buy the Fire Stick then? Huh. 30 Below says the hatred of for Xbox needs to be studied 100%. Yes, I agree with you, 30 Below. It's like they need help out here. I don't get it. Why all of a sudden all this hate just came out of nowhere? Okay, they priced the hate. Let's go hate on this instead of going out there and facing and talking about what's happening in general is that everyone is elevating the prices. That is something better to talk about. No, let's just talk about the Xbox brand. Let's go out there and slander it. Why? Not only that, former employees? Oh, come on, that's your source? Sith Lord has been a member for 17 months. Thank you for that, Sith Lord. That is awesome. How you doing, man? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? I'm a Rich Society Lord. What's up? I'm man, Rich Society Lord. How you doing? Say, oh, good morning to you, sir. All right, let's keep going. Let's see who's in the list, though. Xbox, let me see. All right, so why do you ask for lower tier? We decided to lower Game Pass sub numbers by canceling. Hmm. Let me see. I have a question. Do people expect everything to cost less now when we're in an era where everything costs more? Even food costs more. Taking over, here's the thing though, right? There is a problem cooking out there, and they have taken notice of this. And like I said, I'm not going to defend the price hikes because price hikes suck. Now, what I do demand though, and I say as a customer is, hey man, look, PC's got a cool tier. Why don't we get a cool tier like this too? I mean, we've been out here for years fighting for the brand. I mean, we should get a cool tier like that too. That's all I'm asking, you know. And these price hikes, so it gotta get to a point because if I was them, I would just go up to the price they have to go up to, put it there, and just leave it there. Let's see how it runs and see how it goes until things get fixed. Because of course we understand that nowadays, you know, everything is going to go up. How do we know? The markets are crazy because of tariffs and all this shit that's going on around the world. We got wars, we got everything that's happening, and we know that things increase. We understand that side of things, but damn, when does it stop? Ah, Lord, that's the problem right here. And if we don't go out there and talk about it, by the time, you know, because some people say, hey, Louis, go out there, stack up, go out there, do this, go out there, do that. But by the time, you know, it goes by, let's say Xbox says, hey, we're not stacking up anymore. Now you got to pay monthly. It's $50. If we don't go out there and fight or demand something better, you know what's going to happen? We're going to stay here and pay the $50. And we're not going to be happy about it. We're going to go out there in a storm. We're going to unsubscribe, say F you to them, and not focus on that anymore. That's what's going to happen. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Well, Jacob, here's the thing though. As consumers, right? I always tell you this, and this is part of the show. I always tell you guys, you always got to fight with your wallet. That's something you always got to look at. No matter how much of a fan we are of a brand, we always got to look out for our wallet. We got to go out there, fight with our wallet all the freaking time. We got to protect our wallet, right? Because, like I say, though, a guy passes away, these companies are not going to go out there and send you the flowers. They're going to come by and say, oh, man, this guy passed away. I mean, yeah, I mean, they might put an RIP out there, but at the end, though, shit. That's how corporates work, guys. I mean, sometimes we got to put our gloves on. We put our gloves on when we're not happy about something. We got to put our gloves on. It teaches them, like, hey, you know, we love you, but hey, what you're doing is not fair, you know? That's all we got to say. But like I said, there is something out there that's happening and it's not looking good. And let me tell you something. Down the road, I'm telling you this is what's going to happen. Once we see all this stuff that I have a fear, and I'm going to go into theory talk later on because of what I'm seeing. I saw something that said, man, shit, if I go into theory talk and talk about it, people are going to say, Lou, you liar and all this stuff. But hey, it seems like this is the way it's going to go. And let me tell you all something. There's going to be price increases in games. That's something that's going to happen. How do I know? And I'm talking about theory. It might happen next year. It might happen the other year. I don't know when it's going to happen, but there will be a price hike in games soon. And it's going to suck for us because of the data we have here that I'm like, oh, shit. Wow, this is unbelievable what I'm reading. I was with my mouth open when I read this data. I was like, no way. No way. But hey, back to this again. Funny as hell, you guys are talking about 300 million loss, but yet Sarabon goes out there and claims that there's 5 billion been made. So what do I rather have? A gain in 5 billion in cash or lose 300 million? I'd rather gain 5 billion. I'm sorry. That's how I see it. But yeah. Afternoon, so we're expected to pay for their mistakes, spending millions of buying companies and millions in years to make games we don't want. No, I'm not expecting for us to pay for nothing, David Kelsey. That's the whole point. I mean, the thing is, David, that if companies make mistakes, right, they gotta deal with it, right? They gotta deal with it. Now, what do I do and where do I go on and say stuff? Like, for example, right? You guys have a $30 tier. PC has a $17, $18 tier, and it has a pretty good tier. I mean, they get pretty much all the cool stuff that we want as a tier. Why not demand a tier like that for the console? Why don't we go out there and demand that? Because the sad thing is you're seeing it that they're increasing prices because of something, but when I show you a data, I'm like, oh crap, I can't believe this has happened, which just sucks, and it's going to affect all of us with what I'm going to show you later on during the show. William Lewis, good morning. How you doing, William? What's up, man? Good morning to you, sir. Yeah, but Jacob, we can't sit here quiet while price keeps going up. We got to go out there and say, hey, listen, if you guys don't increase prices over here, then do something for us. Because, hey, life is getting expensive for all of us. It is. Like I said, the value is good. It's still good, right? It's still good. I got to say the value is still good. $30 per month is still good, right? It's a good value for the $10,000 they pour in games in there. It's still a good value. But at the end of the day, though, shit. You sit there and you start thinking like, well, out of those $10,000 of games I play like 12 or 15. You start doing the math. You're like, yeah, I probably can jiggle with it and play around with it. Like, for example, I can go down and say, let me pay $10 this month. And then the next month I see a game I'm interested, I'll pay the 30. That's what happens. You start jiggling. There's nothing wrong with jiggling. Or you go out there and stack up. Oops, I commented on my Reforge Torture alternate account. What did you say? Oh, the Propolis. How you doing, brother? Good morning. Last time we talked about the price tag of Game Pass, I asked you if you would pay $30 a month. Now I'm going to ask you if you would pay $40 a month or even $50. It depends on what they bring, Dodge, man. I mean, if they bring something like a good thing for like that month, I mean, you sit there and you think, okay, there's 3 or 4 games on there that if I sum up, it's $70 or $80 each, blah, blah, blah. So if I just pay $50 this month, I'm good, That's what I'm saying. It makes you think, though. So then I asked, Xbox, hey, why don't you give us a tier like PC and, take away the cloud or take away this? And heck, a lot of us would be happy to pay for it if we don't want to use the cloud or something. But hey. So bring it back in, chat. And shout out to the 22 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. And not only that, share this out. Let's get more people in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So like I was saying, chat, this is hilarious. When I saw this, I was like, oh, Lord, come on, guys. I mean, the numbers are right there. I mean, heck. Oh, my God. Let me see if I can get another article up here. Let me see. And here you go. Now here comes more proof on this, right? I'm going to show you more proof on what happened right here. It's right there. Look. Microsoft Satya Nadella says Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was the biggest Call of Duty release ever, setting new day one opening weekend record as sales on PlayStation and Steam jumped 60% compared to 2023's Modern Warfare 3. I mean, this man came out and says it was successful. And you guys got to go out there and try to tarnish this as like 200. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Man, Game Pass just made $5 billion. And that's because, they put this game into the service, and that's a good thing they gained. Now, if it was $300 million loss and Game Pass didn't gain shit, then I could say right there, yes, this is awful. This is not good news. Xbox, you got to do something because, this is not looking good for them. I got to say it. It's the truth. But all right. Oh, Lord. Man, sometimes I got to sit here and laugh at something. So, after the whole Call of Duty incident happened, right? After the whole Call of Duty incident happened, they talked about Call of Duty. They go out there and, pull their guts out, saying that, they lost a lot of money and everything. All right, so now we have this news coming around. And that is, of course, this one. Because this does not stop there. Here we go. Rumor, the future of Xbox is software publishing as next console generation faces doubts. Oh, now we're going to face ourselves with rumors. Now we don't have a console incoming. We don't got jack shit. Now they're trying to say that there isn't any console being made, but it's just signed a deal with AMD. Okay, all right. Oh, Lord, I just got to sit here and just... Which made a whole ruckus out there on Twitter. Like, people go nuts. People just go out there and say, oh, my God, no. Oh, sorry about that. Ezekiel 1503, read my comment. Sorry, man. How's your streaming going? Oh, Lord, come on, man. Love your streams has been amazing. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. We're here. All right. So that's on Twitch. All right. Let me get Twitch out of here. Put this on the side so I can see what Twitch is saying and see what you guys are saying because, hey, you know, I had to look at both chats. All right. So we're good. So let's keep on reading. So here comes another rumor. The future of Xbox and software publishing as next console generation faces doubts. It has been claimed by a reliable insider. What's his name? Tell me, chat, what's his name? That Microsoft is planning some intense changes for the Xbox brand in the coming months. First, it has been suggested that there will be a massive round of layoffs heading into quarter 2026, which is hardly a leap, and that the once concrete plans for the next generation console are now up in the air and might have never materialized. The claims go on to suggest that the future of Xbox is in game publishing and not hardware, with the brand focusing on the top performing IPs within the portfolio, no longer worrying about manufacturing traditional consoles. Before diving in, it should be stressed that this is a pinch of salt discussion. Oh. Then why you guys? Oh my God, seriously. I know, boy, Drap, we're going to tackle this, but the insider was given guys by The Verge's Tom Warren during the most recent episode of the Xbox article, suggesting the source knows a lot of what goes on internally. Oh, okay. So is the next Xbox in critical condition right now? In the post surface on NeoJav Sneaker OS, as an insider successfully tipped and hinted that, and the Xbox shifted towards third-party publishing and plans to replace staff with AI tools, and Microsoft dropped a huge rumor regarding the future of hardware they wrote. I cannot see what they wrote, but okay. Where is it? I can't see it. Show it to us. I don't see it, chat, but okay. So, without going into much detail, not long after the last round of layoffs, next one should be coming in quarter 1, 26 between, and it's going to be just as massive as the last one. Some rumblings out of Xbox started coming out that they were a little hard to believe. So, the ramifications of COD Game Pass Gambit not working out were just starting to get properly measured. But the thing that really stuck out to me was the suddenly really concrete plans for actual MS hardware went from being definitive to up in the air, which is really starting given that this thing was meant to be out relatively soon. It was one of those situations where, despite folks being told, hey, we want to pull the trigger on this one in 2026, the steps you would need to take in the lead up to delivering a new console gen weren't being met. Lots of things that were sure things started getting a push. The Costco retailer pulling Xbox, and apparently they are one of many that we'll learn about soon, told me all I needed to know. To sum it up, the future of the Xbox software publishing with a significantly honed-in focus on profitable IPs, COD. Oh, so now they're profitable. But didn't you guys earlier were saying that COD wasn't profitable? But okay. All right, no, it had a loss, but okay, yeah. Okay, so COD, WoW, Minecraft, Candy Crush, Forza Horizon, cloud gaming being the home of the Xbox platform, transitioning Game Pass into basically becoming the point of entry subscription for xCloud access, which will continue to drive the price tag higher between. They aren't done, they're just yet either and releasing their software on any device that has a marketplace and users willing to buy their titles. Maybe some OEM thing will take up the Xbox name, but given what is clear, a collapse in favorable mindshare and faith in said brand, I am not sure a third-party OEM is going to want to have an Xbox console by the time MS is done with their reorienting of the division. So let's keep reading. Real quick, let me see what the chat's saying. This is why I hate award shows. They are worthless. Golden Joysticks nominated Battlefield 6 for multiplayer. Got it. It's not even out yet. Really, they did? Oh, shit. Damn, that was quick. Huh. Juan D, if they would do the ultimate console, the tier, include everything at lower cost, that would be more doable. So let me see. I want to pay less, but I know companies that put billions in let me see, games into every year. Let's see. Hit the likes up, everybody. Thank you for that, BB Money. Let me see now. This is why I hit the words. Okay, we read that. Try Battlefield 6 on one VCR, one X, and I believe they should make a 30 FPS mode on the Xbox and the VCR. Damn. D'Angelo Parker, Xbox handheld. Yeah, the Xbox handheld is doing pretty sweet. I mean, that thing sold out like crazy already, but let's see how it goes after that. Goes to take out several nominations as well. The article was published day after the game's release, so highly likely it wasn't out either before it's been nominated. Insane. Insane. Kubini Gaming! What's up, what's up, what's up? I know Kubini, but we gotta talk about it because we gotta laugh about this. Just in case, there's still some people out there worried because still yesterday in my Discord chat, we had some people being worried about this, but yeah. We gotta talk about how the media wanted to go out there and destroy the Xbox because that's why my thumbnail is on there because hell, it seems like they won. That's what it feels like. I can't believe we got price hikes and it went from price hikes to Call of Duty losing money, and now they're not gonna make any hardware. You can't make this shit up. Oh my god. So, while the incoming layoffs might be inevitable at this point, the more interesting point is that SneakerOS talks about the preferred decline of the next generation of Xbox hardware. As long been rumored, suggests that Microsoft will pull out manufacturing traditional consoles as after all, everything can now be an Xbox. Okay? Following the recent games that we saw, a massive price hike pissed off players around the world. Microsoft finds itself in a fragile spot with the Xbox brand. A speaker points out Costco no longer sells Xbox consoles and has been suggested that more retailers are preparing to drop the hardware. The summoning up Sneakers OS statement is something that should be concerning Xbox fans everywhere and suggests more price hikes aren't coming as Microsoft zeroes on its cloud gaming focus on the more profitable IPs like Call of Duty, Minecraft, and Forza. The rumor ends with a little conjunction with SneakerOS suggesting that the OEM manufacturer wouldn't want to take up the Xbox brand, which is the Asus did recently with the Xbox ROG Ally series. Again, go away from this with the understanding that it's a rumor, and as such, it shouldn't be taken as gospel. Yet, everybody took it as gospel. Insane, huh? Herman Day, what's up, man? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? My Gears of War Edition 360 Transformers War of Fall Cybertron Marvel Ultimate Alliance and DC VX Mortal Kombat is being delivered today. Awesome to hear that. Oh man, Pony's upset they're getting the whole slate with the handheld. Yes, they are pretty upset. So yes, they see this, they have to go out there on Twitter, shove things into people's faces and talk everything they talked about, man. They just had to do it. They had to do it because, hell, if they can't do it, then it's not a win. Let's go out there and get the clicks. And shout out to the 32 people here watching the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Go for it. Let's go. Not only that, share this out. Let's get more people in here. Yes, sir. But yes, chat, they had to go out there, party this thing all day long because that's what they do. And all of a sudden, after they went out there and partied this thing, because like I said, I was busy, right? I was busy riding my motorcycle, taking my break and everything. I come back home. I see some people out there, saying, oh, they're not going to have Xbox hardware because, we got to believe in what people say out there. And like I always say, wait for the company to come out and speak. Yet, nobody waits. They rather come to conclusions without waiting for the company to say something. But hey, this is what happens next. Interesting. But wait, didn't you all say that we weren't getting any hardware? But yet, wait a minute. Microsoft confirms Xbox hardware plans are still on track. Here's what rumors are false. So didn't you all say? But okay. All right, okay. Xbox is going on cloud. Next-gen consoles are still coming, and rumors of Xbox demise can have been greatly exaggerated. Weird. So, here we go. Microsoft has provided for the following statement, echoing our previous reports. We are actively investing in our future first-party consoles and devices designs, engineered, and built by Xbox. For more details, community revisit the agreement announcement with AMD. Really, really. So you guys spend all day talking all this garbage. They recently announced something with AMD back there, and you guys come out here. Really, like I said, you got this is the part I understand. We have internet. The information is right there. Y'all go on a parade because of rumor starts today because y'all need to get those clicks. And yeah, let's talk bad about Xbox. Yeah, let's throw it down though. Let's just throw it out there. Let's throw it into the garbage can because that's what we got to do. Yeah. Oh, Lord. But all right, let's cook. Let's read about this. So, amidst swirling rumors of the next of a hardware exit, Microsoft reassures gamers on October 5th, 2025 that Xbox remains committed to the next-gen console development, contradicting claims stemming from recent price hikes and growing disconnect with its community. But how can we know? What will be true next quarter? Let's put aside for a minute the fact that Xbox Game Pass remains a primary driver of revenue and its most prolific on Xbox console hardware, and that's where the bulk of the users are right now. Let's put aside the fact that Xbox Cloud Gaming is restricted by location and is expensive to run. Combine the fact. Louis, every title you make, Louis, show clickbait, others criticize Laugh Out Park. Of course. Of course, it's clickbait, of course. But and let me tell you something. Is my title is the title of today truthful? Yeah, because look what happened yesterday and the day before. Huh. Really? Let's keep going. So you're telling me that my title is not correct, that the media wants literally to destroy Xbox. Having the information right here, it's incredible. And it's funny though, look at the whole Call of Duty thing. The information was there, but they decided to pick on that and just get it out there just to get the clicks. But okay, all right. Let's keep going. At least I have guts in speaking the truth though, like some people don't. They'd rather pick up on these rumors and go out there and lie and scare people off. I'm not trying to scare people away. I'm just trying to be as honest as I can be. Like, for example, look at the PS5, I'm telling you, hey, I'm going to criticize whoever I want. Because, hey, at the end of the day, Rudies, they criticize me too. So, hey, we got to criticize each other, though. Because look at you, you're criticizing me right now. It's all right. What I don't get is Joe Tate just came out, but everyone is talking the Xbox. They would rather talk bad news on Xbox than literally release that. You are right 100% there, Safo. It's incredible. I mean, Safo, it's incredible that that's all they did these past 3 or 4 days. They slandered the Xbox instead of talking to Joe Tate. Now, the sad part about this, will this affect Joe Tate's sales report? It will, because people are just too focused on the bad news that literally Joe Tate has been written off the map, it seems. Come on. Play the game. Talk about the games that are out there. But no, let's talk about bad Xbox. You suck. So, combine that with the fact that with the same silicon, you can give people their own cloud natively in their house and then use to their own electricity to power it. Like a console, it doesn't make a lot of sense on paper. Regardless, that's where we're at. Update. Microsoft has at least confirmed that, for now, that the rumors are false, as noted in the statement above. But how do we get here? The original report continues below. All of these rumors emerged, like I said, in the wake of Microsoft's barely explicable, right? Explicable 50% price rise in Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and the weird tone deaf in which they try to represent it as a good thing. Throwing in the Fortnite crew and stuff people didn't really ask for. The fact and the latest hardware exit rumors continue to seem plausible is a real problem, despite the source of the rumors. It showcases to me a very deep disconnect between Microsoft and how its audience in the community at large views gaming in general. I'll tell you why. Because all you guys go out there, push this shit like crazy, knowing that, hey, we have info right here. It's right there. But you guys go ahead out there and push it. Why so serious? A beautiful and awesome $2 super. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. He says, look, all these BS articles have been debunked. 100%. But you know what? We got to read through them today just in case that people didn't catch up. And for me to tell people, hey, listen, it's insane that, hell, this shit just came out of nowhere. Microsoft multi-year partnership with AMD for next generation hardware is still in the pleasant plan. I could easily be just a random source claiming the Xbox hardware is still on the table, but it was our sources that confirmed the existence of the Xbox Series S and X. Their specs, their price, in addition to reports on the canceled cloud Keystone console that shelved Xbox first-party Xbox handheld, and more recently the Xbox Ally Conan and Keenan and compromise of Omni, Xbox Ally and Horseman, Xbox Ally X. The Xbox Ally range is part of Microsoft's multi-year partnership with AMD, which all include trailer-made devices from first party. I've asked multiple trusted sources, for many of whom spoke to me on above devices previously, which turned out to be true, about the Xbox present hardware posture is, and with Microsoft confirmation, there's no reason to think anything is changing. Microsoft publicly confirmed that its commitment to first-party Xbox hardware over the summer with comments from President Sarah Bond and AMD CEO Lisa Su on Silicon that will power next-gen Xbox devices, both from third and first-party. The statement reiterates this commitment. The original comments came from the gaming forum. I mean, they already signed a deal. Why go back on the deal, though? And suggests the Xbox focus will be on its core mega franchise like World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, Forza Horizon, and so on. And the hardware plans were up in the air, not actually canceled. Thus, comments morphed into Xbox hardware is canceled from various commentators and now have taken on a life of their own on social media as people speculate on the future of the Xbox platform. For what I've been told, the hardware plans are not even up in the air and remain firmly Xbox path forward. Xbox Series X and S hardware production has not ceased, and new stock will go out to retailers as its usual candidates. But even if Microsoft did come out to squash the rumors themselves, it's hard to have any faith. Microsoft has been incredibly fickle over the past few years, crushed under AI hype, demands from CFO Amy Hood, and complete direction of fan feedback. The planned restructuring of Game Pass was months in the making, and beyond their apparent macroeconomic need to make more money is based on user behavior and desire to boost the content fund for the cohort most likely to unsubscribe without new content. Codename is appearing in new tiers over the summer, and it's not a result of quarterly knee-jerk reaction, but it doesn't matter. Combined with huge price hikes, retailers like Costco are removing Xbox hardware and Microsoft massive layoffs over the summer. It's not surprising people are speculating on Xbox demise. Microsoft is absolutely awful at managing faith in the consumer products, and I've written previously about how telemetry driving the decisions and its diffuse focus is leading to a collapse more in the brand. Gaming is not necessary. It's not a necessity or a utility. I said it 300 million times. It's driven by a sentiment of fun feeling. People need to also feel good about where they play. Microsoft is making it incredibly hard to feel good about Xbox right now. It's clearly reaching at a crisis point. Okay. All right. Xbox the pariah. I've been covering Xbox for over 10 years at this point. And I started when Microsoft bomb Xbox One reveal led to a groundswell of hate to the brand and its future. It was fostered by a sense of betrayal in what Xbox had been and represented, and led to a huge climb that effectively dismantled the Xbox One platform. And Xbox firmly in third place forever. Lately, it seems that we're back to in 2013 again. Huh? Since when? The industry looks very different in 2025 as maturing audiences and a lack of meaningful new player growth as companies breaking the rules to find revenue streams. We've seen the Xbox flood onto PlayStation. We've seen PlayStation bring games to the Xbox. Microsoft is lasting out the Xbox brand OEMs with Xbox Ally, and I'm told more hardware should appear in 2026 too. The one constant that fans could point out among all this, despite some price rises over the past couple of years, it's hard to overlook what a stellar year it has thus far with games like Expedition 33, Blueprints, Doom, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remake, and others. But with an unprecedented 50% price increase in the tier actually gets day one games, the negative reaction has been incredibly strong. That's not my quote, that's just as a good thing came across as tone deaf, especially given how companies are pushing up prices while also simultaneously reporting record profits. Incredible. So it's hardly surprising that these rumors gain so much traction because even if they're not true today, they could definitely be true tomorrow. It's hard to take anything what Xbox says or does on faith because they're apparently willing to throw anything and everything on the fire if it means a quarterly boost. The inconsistency of exhausting for fans, much like concerning for developers, and in a sentiment-driven business, potentially untenable. Ah, why it's so serious? With a beautiful announcement $2 super chat. He says, I can't even imagine playing Hote after beating Shadow. My God, you guys are always on the thing. So, with the slander, we're back in 2023, done era, huh? Xbox needs to blacklist Windows game. Jacob, here's the thing though. Let me give you all my honest point of view about this whole thing, right? Look, as I mentioned earlier before, right? What we need to do these days, guys, instead of going nuts out there because we see a rumor or things that are happening out there, we just gotta wait for the company to come out and speak. Let it speak. Now, some people say that the brand has been lying for years. Some people say, hey, they've been doing all sort of stuff. I gotta tell you something, guys. They all lie about things, guys. I mean, shit. Everything right now at this very moment is bad. Nothing is being, I'm being as honest as I can be. Everything out there is doing awful. We have massive price increases everywhere. We have layoffs happening everywhere because they all just want to pinpoint to one brand. But shit, all the other companies are laying off people too, but nobody talks about it. This is big because it's Microsoft. It's big because it's Xbox. We gotta go out there and only stand our Xbox for every bad thing that's happening out there. But hey, it's happening everywhere. And chat, the thing you guys need to worry about the most is play games. Have fun. If there is a next gen console, if there isn't a next gen console, right? If there is or isn't, why should we worry? Because let me tell you something, Chad. We right now have a great service, even though it's expensive as hell, right? For a lot of people out there. And like I said, one of the things I demanded last Thursday on the show was, hey, give us a good tier. That's all I said. Give us a tier. Nothing wrong with demanding a good tier for some of us out here. Nothing wrong that get people, back to the service, sub and have fun. What's wrong with that? Nothing bad with that, right? But a lot of people went out there saying, $30 is good. That's what the companies want to hear. They want to hear you go out there and cheer for this, right? So then when the next price hike comes, they're like, oh, okay, it's good again too. Come on, man. Oh my God, Rubik's. Oh my God, Rubik's. Of course they're gonna make more money this generation, Rubik's, because they have more new ways to make more money. Rubik's, all these companies find new ways to make more money. Before it was only hardware and physical software. Now they have digital software, they have physical software, now they have services, now they have this. Of course they're gonna make more money this gen. Oh, But Rudix, either way though, so I got a question for you. Since they're making so much money, why did they shut down all these studios? Why did they cancel all these games that they're making more money? Because that's the thing though, Rudix. You guys do not bring up the things that are happening in this industry. The main things, the main concerns that happen in the industry. And like I said, I have a nuclear bomb here that you guys will be like, oh shit, if this does happen, because now we're going to go into theory talk. And this is speculation of me talking of stuff, but I'm not saying it's going to happen now. It's going to happen sooner or later. But hey, what it seems like this is what's going to happen in the market. There's going to be some changes. And so by maybe next year or the year after next, I mean, we're going to see games probably going up to 80. And then all of a sudden, the $30 Game Pass will be like, oh, it's still good. People are going to go back and say, well, this is still good because, I mean, games are now 80. That's probably what some people are going to say out there. But the problem is not that, right? Can't keep a straight fight. Is the industry more profitable now or is everyone suffering? Everyone is suffering, bro Diggs. Everyone is. That's the truth. Everyone is suffering because let me tell you something, bro Diggs. Like I said, I got a nuke bomb here. You guys are not going to like it. And I'm going to bring it up right now. Because, hey, let's bring it up right here. Ah, man. All right. So here we go. So this came up last week. And of course, nobody talks about this because, hey, let's not talk about this. Let's talk about bad about Xbox, but let's talk about this. Instead of ignoring this, which is some facts out here that it's insane. I've been saying it for the longest time, and I'm bringing this up on how the market is. So, Matt Piscatella brings out a point here. So, hyper enthusiast, price insensitive players are really keeping things going, especially in the non-TF2P gaming space. According to Sakana, Q3 2024 Future of Games, only 4% of US video game players buy a new game more often than once per month, with a third of his players not buying any games at all. So, Rudix, explain this to me. Let me chew this one out for you. I'm going to sit back here and just relax. I look at my shoes, I got some nice pair of shoes right here, I got to get some new pairs soon. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and relax. I want you all to explain this to me right now. Go ahead. Explain that to me. There you go, chat. Something the media doesn't bring up. Why don't they? And let me tell you something. Let me tell you when this was posted. This was posted October 2nd. But yeah, let's talk bad about Game Pass. Let's talk bad about Xbox. There you go, chat. This is what's cooking in the industry. Why, oh why? People do not look at this. I don't know. I don't know why people don't look at this. I don't know why people don't bring it up. I don't know why people don't talk about this. I don't know why people, decide to go ahead and talk bad about companies, right? And all this stuff is shit. What's going on here? Approximately a third of video game players purchase a new video game less often than once per year, while about 36% purchase of a new game once a quarter or with a higher frequency. So, there you go. Only 4% of gamers. So let's see how many gamers are out there in the United States. How many gamers have consoles? How many gamers, have on PC? So it's only 4%. Wow. 10% about once a month. 22% about once every 3 months. 80% about once every 6 months. 12% about once a year. But wait a minute. Hold up. What's the high number there? 33% less often than once a year. And this is why, chat, we are getting increases. And it sucks. So, I got a question for you. Game comes out, and the $70 ain't hitting the mark. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to raise it to 80, just find that mark. They'll probably raise it to 90, or probably raise it to 100. We don't know. They're probably going to start doing that. Rudigs, listen. If this right here, this is not good, Rudigs. I mean, 33% of players, 30 less often than once a year. That's not good. That's a lot. Now, I'll be honest with you. If this number was up, one of these two, it would have been okay. But this is the highest one. I don't know how many gamers are in the United States. I mean, let's look for that. Let's look for an estimate just in case, right? How many video game players are in the USA? This is just going to be an estimate, right? All right. So, according to a ESA, right? Because this is just an estimate. There are 205 million Americans play video games. All right. So 205 million Americans that play video games. All right. So let's see now. 205 American play video games, right? Let me see now. Because hell, we don't know on what device they play, but all right, 205 million times 33%. That's 67 million people that are not buying games right now. Interesting. In the United States. So let's multiply that by 70. That's $4 billion made right there. They actually went out there and bought games. Wow. Insane. Insane. That's something that they don't bring up. That's something that they don't talk about. Because let me tell you something. Media, what they should do is focus and say, hey, listen, we saw this number out here. It's not looking good. Hey, guys, what you guys should do to bring back the consumer to go ahead and purchase your game. See, what you normalize that number that you think are small are actually huge because there are so many gamers. Rudigs, listen. 370 million is still a lot of people. Rudigs, the thing is, what concerns me about this is, and this is only the United States, right? This must be the United States, right? But how is it around the world? That's what scares me. And so the fact is, Rudigs, that we're seeing this happen. It sucks. Daniel Rubin. Here's the thing, though, Daniel Rubin, right? What you should believe is play video games. That's all you got to believe in. Thing is, media forces you to believe in these companies. But let me tell you something, Daniel Rubin. A lot of these companies, all they want is your cash. That's what they want. They want your money. That's it. What they do is they want your money. Fact is, Xbox is forever third. I mean, Rudigs, listen, if we look on the societal competition, I mean, that's a whole different story. The thing is, Rudigs, as long as it's making money, that's a good thing. It's always a plus if they make money. Now, if it's not making money, then there's a problem, you know? But if they're making money with their services and their games, that's actually a good thing. But the thing is, people are out here trying to slander this like it's a bad thing. But Xbox just, from, when was it, 12 million that they were making? What was it, 12 million or 12 billion? I don't remember how much it was. They went up to 23. So they're actually doing pretty good as a brand. Not only that, the Xbox brought in 80 billion revenue. They did. But at the end of the day, though, chat, what I tell you is this. This news that comes out and they try to slander Xbox all the way, don't worry about it. Just look at it, eat your popcorn, read the comments. That's what I do, right? I eat the popcorn, and then I wait for the company to come out and speak. If the company comes out and speaks and says, hey, we're not making any more hardware, okay, then I'll ask, what is the alternative? You know, where are we going to go? What's going to happen, you know? Then we got to ask questions right there. But right now, because of a third person going out there throwing rumors, and shit, I mean, why do I have to go nuts? Why do I have to, all of a sudden, our moral drops down? Hey, listen, I turned on the Xbox last night, and I was playing games, and I was having fun with my games. Think there are external factors and there aren't considered such as shrinking job market and higher unemployment. They're not getting Safo. They don't aren't. Listen, the thing is, if it's Microsoft, it's what gets the clicks in. Louis, what's ironic because Boom likes Xbox, but think 30 Game Pass is an outrage, but will buy the next gen Xbox if it's guaranteed to be more than 1,000. Why do you have to say that? Why? That's what these companies want to hear. Stop saying stuff like that in the air. They pick up on that stuff, guys. I keep telling y'all they pick up on this stuff. Why do you have to say that out in the air? Like if it's only 1,000, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase it. Good for you, but don't say that in the air though. Because then this is what happens, right? And let me tell you something simple and easy. Look at this. Let me tell you something. This is so easy, right? Let me tell you something. This is how easy it is. Look, I'm gonna do this poll. Watch this. I'm gonna do this poll. Start it. Let me see. Start a poll. All right. Would you buy a $1,000 box? I'm not even gonna put the brand. Hey, Trey Gaming, how you doing? What's up, man? Good morning to you, sir. So yeah, I'm gonna do this poll right here, right? Right here. Go ahead, chat. There probably could be one or two that say yes. There you go. One said yes. See? No. Okay. So, but yeah, there's 70, there's 50 right there. Okay. All right. No. So here's the thing, though, chat. And now I'm gonna do something because you know what? I don't care about this poll. I'm going to delete it because at the end of the day, if I have that poll out there saying that, they come by and see what I'm talking about. They'll be like, oh, look, they said this. And if people in the chat are saying, yeah, we'll go ahead and buy it. I don't care. We'll go ahead and buy it. They pick up on this stuff. And then they go out there and say, well, now we can release $1,000 box. Just like how I said, I cannot believe people are responding to GTA being $100 and were saying, yeah, I will buy it. And let me tell you something. You don't know if that's a Rockstar guy that works there. You don't know if that's a guy who does something for Rockstar or something like that. I mean, look. You don't know who it is. Jacob, that's the thing, though. You cannot be saying yes to all this. You got to be quiet. Because they pick up on this data and then they go ahead and release a box like that. That's why you can't be in the air saying that. You got to watch your mouth with this stuff. You can't be saying that. Because they pick up on this data and then they go ahead, like for example, the GTA being 100, what do you think these guys are going to do? Hey, get my Jessica, good morning to you, sir. How you doing? What do you think these guys are going to do? They'll be like, okay, let's release GTA 6 at $100. Then everybody goes out there, buys GTA 6 at $100, and then everybody, like I always say, chat, and I keep on telling you this, once one goes up, the other ones will follow. Remember when this gen started? Everybody out there, we're seeing that Xbox did not raise their price to 70. Everybody out there was raising the price. PlayStation was at 70. 2K was at 70. And all these guys are out there saying 70. Xbox was at 60. What happened 2 years later? They went up to 70. What happened 4 years later? Now they're up to 80 because Nintendo went up to 80. Now everyone is going to go up to 80. So this chart right here, chat, this chart that I just showed you, right here, chat, this chart tells you that the fact is people are not buying new games. So what do you think is going to happen to the rest of everything? So if people are going to go out there and subscribe to services and keep on services and services keep on going up, these companies are going to find the alternative to look for the money. Now, again, I'm not defending the price hike that Xbox did because, like I said, I'm not defending it. But at the end of the day, though, shit, give us a better tier. That's how I said, give us a better tier. Because I know, because after I saw this, I was like, oh shit, this just can't be real. 33% by one game, less often than once a year. Wow. That's a high number right there to look at. Really high number to look at. It's not a good number to be staring at. Because this should be less, and some of these should be upwards. But hey, that's a whole other discussion because let me tell you something. There's an issue out there that media doesn't want to tackle, and that is, hey, you guys, what are you guys going to do to get? All right, let me bring this chart back to get this number up at least. This, let me see, one, two, three, four. These four numbers up because that's something way more concerning than having people buying once a year. This is more concerning right here. Because if they don't work at this, then these percentages are going to go up and up and up and up and up. And what does that mean for us? We're going to get more price increases for us because people are going to go skedaddle to these services. They're going to go out there, and live by the services of these companies. Like, damn, we can't keep making all these games. It's $300, $400 million games. Rudigs, come on, buddy. Rudigs, come on, Rudigs. Black Myth was backed up by China, Rudigs. Come on, man. Don't use that as an example. Damn. Come on. Bring another example, Rudigs, but don't bring Black Myth because we knew, we even saw people saying that some companies even close down stores and send their employees to go buy the game, man. Come on, bro. Can't believe that stuff. Let's use another example, right? I mean, let's use a better one, right? I mean, we seen so many great games come out. Like for example, Howard's Legacy with all the controversy. No, it's not. I'm not discounting the entire country, Rudix, but there was a lot of stuff being backed in there, though. It's different. I mean, Rudix, I got an example for you. Imagine in the States or in Canada, they said, here, wait, where's my wallet at? They say, here's my cat, here's the thing, go buy this game. And bring me the receipt you bought it. Then that's a whole different story. You'll see that number go way up. I'm not discounting the country though, but I'm saying it was backed up. China doesn't count. I just said it was backed up over there in China, hands down. I never said it doesn't count. Oh my God, seriously. Oh my God, seriously. Oh my God. I just said do not use that as an example because a lot of people were pushed to buying that game. That's what I'm saying. Rudix is not the same because none of us have been pushed to buy that game. I never seen companies give me money to go buy a game. I never been in my company and say, here, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Oh Lord. Rudix, it was everywhere in the internet. Come on, man. No, conspiracy theorist. I was out there, Rudix. I'm not discounting any country, but I'm just saying though, the game was pushed to being bought. There was a lot of stores saying that. It was all over the internet. Lord. No, I'm not discounting all of China, man. I'm just saying a lot of stores gave some money out there to go buy the game. So that was a big push. And it's funny that it was only bought over there mostly, but not around the world though. Around the world it's like what is it, 4 million sales, which is a good number too. Look at Rudy's trying to slander me. Oh, Rudy's. You trying to fight me off with this. Oh man. But that's what it is, Shaq. It's getting awful and scary out here. Rudish, you gave me a headache, man. You gonna keep fighting me with this? Is it Rudish from Canada? Calling them market liars, but have I ever said market liars out there? I just said they had a backing right there, so you can't use that as an example. That's all I said. I can't believe you just put words in my mouth. I'm saying they're market liars. I never said they were marketing liars. I just said, don't use that as an example. They had a big backing over there, which is a good thing because it showed us how powerful they really are right over there, which was a good thing. Lord. Now he's putting words in my mouth I never said. Hey, Matrix, what's up, man? Good morning. Oh, Lord. Jesus. But yeah, Chad, that's the thing. That's the bomb that dropped. That's the bomb I wanted to show you guys because I was like, man, why don't they talk about this? Because look, let's get on a serious note. Let's put jokes to a side, right? Let's put jokes to a side right now. Let's get on a serious note, right? Media should be talking about this. Media should be out talking, saying, hey, devs, what are you guys going to do to get these numbers up? What are you guys going to work on? Because seriously, this is not looking good. If you guys don't do something good down the road, because a lot of people right now, and this is a trust issue, right? There's a problem with trust right now buying games. We get games day one, they're not fully optimized. There is a problem there. We see it all the time, right? We see that all the time. We see that's happening. A lot of people now rather wait for them to go ahead and purchase, games down the road. So what are you guys going to do to fix this? What are you guys going to do to get gamers, to trust that $70 buy because you guys promised us quality and the quality is just, it isn't there with a lot of these games. Some of them are much better, but in the end though, we're not buying full. We're not buying full on, what's it called? We're not buying full quality top-notch games. So this is a problem that needs to be fixed. It's on everyone, We blame Louis. What do you guys got to blame Louis for? It's one and only dude, your Discord asking me assessing questions, laugh out loud. They always ask those questions. And let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. At the end of the day, it's always, sometimes there's some questions out there that they try to bring into concern. But it's what I say. Wait for the company to speak, guys. Just wait for that. If you guys wait for the company to speak, everything will be better. Uh-oh. What do you want me to see, Jacob? You sent me something. You sent me a concept trailer. That's it? I don't see nothing here, though, Jacob. What do I want to see? I don't know. Maybe it could be different because it says Reddit from Dominican Republic Dominicanos. I'm getting Dominican stuff, so is something in there, Jacob, that you want me to see? Tell me about it. My Discord does not have ponies in there. It's just one guy who keeps asking these questions. He's always asking these questions, right? Yeah, I did check the Twitter DM, Jacob, and all I see is like a PlayStation subreddit, though. It says Sick Riff Horror Action Adventure Concept Trailer. That's all I'm seeing. I don't know if that's what you want me to see, though. But no, I don't have any ponies on my Discord, guys. And they jump in. That's an automatic kick out. They start with their pony stuff because at the end of the day, though, my Discord is all about games. Let's talk about games. Let's talk about fun stuff. I know some people worried about won't be the same, but like I always say, I go live and I talk about this and I say, hey, we're here, right? Oh yeah, that's my buddy with the random questions. But don't take it to heart. He's not a pony. He's not a pony. He plays on the Xbox. He's not a pony. Don't take it to heart. He's not a pony. He's always on Xbox. So let's see now. Oh, why so serious? Rudigs is from Canada, but the thing about Rudigs is we fight each other all the time. That's what we do. We fight each other all the time. We kick each other's butt. You corrected it? Okay, let me go see what's going on. Okay, thank you for that. PlayStation to announce on PlayStation to announce on December 25th that next gen is canceled. Rumor: PlayStation refused to comment. Oh Lord. Oh my God, I don't understand why the people. Oh Lord. God damn, they're still mad off Xbox rumored to have been canceled for AMD's high minimum order requirements. Oh Lord, now they're talking. It's like seriously, like media has nothing to talk about these days. I mean, for God's sakes, talk about your Tay. Talk about what I just showed you guys. Um, Talk about what I just showed you guys here on the show. Talk about like what are we gonna do to get consumers to come back and buy video games? It's mostly one sided. I talk a lot of shit, Louis, because I like to check him. Oh, right, really? Louis used to come to around to mother. Yeah, that we fight in our Discord, but we just fight around just for fun. We don't take each other serious. We just joke around and show each other. That's it is. Xbox is number one, Louis. Oh Lord. Why doesn't Hote look like a PS3 game? Damn. Freaking Hote. Nah, bro, I don't know what you've been with this, Rudix. Like every time I hop in Discord a lot, but I don't see you guys on there. I don't know. Maybe it's me that I don't hop into Discord that much of lately because everything's been busy for me. Like for example, like after I'm done with the show, I gotta run an errand. I gotta go to the bank. I don't know. Like you want to know what's crazy, guys? Let me tell you a quick story. Like these days, I'm like, okay, I went. So I went the other day to go to the bank to get out a credit card, right? I'm not my debit card, right? To get some money out, and I do not know where the hell I put my debit card. So I've been like this past few days. I'm like, where in the blue hell's my debit card at? I've been looking for it everywhere, but it seems like I left it in the bank. Shit. It was a lot of fun this weekend on the Discord. You're welcome. Oh man, and the funny thing is, Rudix jumped into Helldivers and he tried to kill me, but didn't have like he didn't get me. So, but Rudix, I have something for you. The next time you jump into Helldivers, I'm gonna blow the hell out of you when I see you. No worries. If you're on Helldivers because you don't want to message me when you go on, because you're trying to kill me. Man, chat, let me tell you something. This man came into Helldivers and he chased me down to kill me. I mean, I'm like, what the hell ever did you want to kill me? He literally sent me a what was it? I forgot what's it called. He tried to kill me with a strike. He tried to kill me with his bullets, man. He just couldn't get me. And I was running around all over the place. Yote, yeah. It's pronounced. It's Louis. It's pronounced. It's Yodi, but it's pronounced Yote. Well, I mean, I'm saying just if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to butcher the name, but yeah, it's insane. Oh, I seriously, Louis always take my debit card. Crazy, huh? Now I gotta go to the bank and take another debit card out because shit, the bank literally just took my debit card out of everything right now. It's like, no, you don't have any more debit card. I'm like, what? So yeah, that's what sucks. I lost my debit card. So now I gotta go to the bank, sit down, listen, wait for an hour to talk to someone to get a new debit. Yote, not Yodi. I don't even know how to say it. Xbox talks in every YouTube channel and saying that. So if Xbox does those channels will disappear, nothing much to talk about. Unbelievable. I'm breezy. The sad part about this is I'm talking in general about the media. Incredible. It's like they're looking for everything negative about Xbox. Shit, why don't we talk about, like, for example, let's talk tomorrow what's been brought up to the new Game Pass. Let's talk about, tomorrow, like, several other stuff. Why don't we talk about games? Why don't we talk about Yodi or Yote, whatever it's pronounced. I don't know how it's pronounced, but hell, let's talk about Yote. Let's talk about games, But hey, let's just stick to the rumors. Like, oh man, this has been canceled. Oh, rumor. Xbox doesn't do any more hardware. Rumor. Phil Spencer, was walking down the stairs and he dropped and he farted. And after he farted, Game Pass dropped the increase $50 more. For fuck's sakes, stop with the damn rumor stuff. And let's talk, let's stick to facts. It's like they've been waiting for, it's like media was holding for that moment. They're trying to find some negative news, and now they find a Ghost of Yudi. Yudi from King of Fighters. Yudi's a pretty good fighter. I like Yudi. He's pretty cool. From King of Fighters, yeah. And Capcom vs. NK was one of my favorite characters to use, But hey, that's how it is. But yeah, like I was saying though. Yes. Damn. This is when the show goes straight to hell. Rumor says Rue Diggs, P. Diddy was an Xbox. Damn. This show just went to hell right now. God damn. But yeah, look, chat, at the end of the day, rumors will come out and swirl. Just listen, play games, have fun, enjoy what we got to do, and that is video gaming. That's all we got to do. I mean, sometimes we got to step off a little bit off of media, stop worrying about things, let the company worry. I mean, look, like, when I saw the $300 million news, I was like, why does this get bring on? I mean, these guys just made $5 billion revenue versus $300 million loss. I mean, I'd rather have $5 billion bring back to me than have, I mean, if it was loss, then yeah. Then I'll say, man, it's not going so well for Call of Duty. But shit, Call of Duty brought in a ton of cash, and it was successful. This Call of Duty, though, is not looking great, though, it seems. But at the end of the day, we'll know down the road. I'm not going to be the guy down here saying, well, Call of Duty's in trouble because it's not doing so good. I mean, now I can't say that. They always come up with this stuff. Then all of a sudden, it does good. Come on. Come on, let's talk about the good stuff, right? But no, we got to go in with the slander. We got to go in with the rumors. We got to go in and bring up some negative stuff. I mean, the other day I read something that basically someone said out there that Xbox was going to pull back on, on the whole, price increase. I read something like that elsewhere, and I'm like, no, I'm not seeing that anywhere. But okay. But here is my question, chat. And I'm being honest with you. If Xbox goes away, will that be a good thing or a bad thing? Because it seems like I don't understand why they want it to go away. Why? Why do people want Xbox to go away? That part I don't understand. Now, you want the crazy narratives to go away? On all sides? Stop lying. On all sides. Stop with the bullshit. Stick to actual facts. That's all. Because again, I don't get what's your point. Why do you want this company to disappear? Like, how would it be better for us if Xbox will go away? How is that better for us as a consumer? It's going to suck. See, there you go. Rudix is bringing some facts. And I'm really sad that even Stadia went away because I was one person that I was like, man, I cannot wait for Stadia to be everywhere. I want to try this sucker out. But it never happened because it went away. I never tried it, so it sucks because I never got my hands on a Stadia, and I really wanted to try it because I like technology stuff. I like when technology brings up cool stuff that you're willing to try. And that whole Google Stadia thing seems to be like, wow, this looks cool. I'm gonna try it out, but it never happened because it went away too quick. So at the end of the day, why am I gonna be cheerful that Stadia went away? Look, you can say, can you say I spies on yachts? What I don't know what that is, but okay. On the side, that is, but okay. Sounds like a food though. Now I'm hungry now. Wasn't the worst ever COD ever was the biggest selling game ever? I think it was. Safo. The thing is, they just want to go out there and just want to slander this. I did not know that. That's new for me. Never knew that. I play Cyberpunk on Stadia. Nice. Bad thing. PS will be over $1,000 without competition. Aces ponies will defend it. That's the thing though. They go out there and defend it. I mean, let me tell you something. I'm an Xbox guy, right? You guys see me as an Xbox guy, stuff like that. What did I do the other day on Thursday? I came on live. My back scratcher fell on the floor, so I got to scratch my back. So the other day I came on live and I talk about the price hikes, right? And I talk about the price hikes and I said, man, price hikes aren't good for us. We got to fight price hikes in general. And I saw a lot of people out there who are Xboxers saying, man, this price hike is good. I'm like, bro, how is this good? Because at the end of the day, we don't know if down the road, when you're done stacking Game Pass or Xbox, there's no more stacking for you guys, and Game Pass is at $50, how is that a good thing? Now is a chance to fight it off. Let's fight it. You too, Rudix. If you hop on the Discord, I'll see you there later, right? Keep playing PlayStation. Rudix out here trolling. But that's what I mean, though, Chad. I mean, how is this a good thing? We gotta fight price hikes. We gotta or ask for a better tier or do something. I mean, we got to do something. Cannot let these companies keep on going up the price. Like, for example, I did not see anyone go out there and complain that PlayStation lowered its storage to $825 again and keeping the $500 price. And I was here seriously fighting this. I'll say, man, that's not a good look. That's not good. How come people are not fighting it yet? They don't fight about it. They're like, okay, no worries. I already got, this is what they say. I already got a PS5, so I don't care. But what happens if the PS5 all of a sudden fries up or something happens? Because hell, this is technology. Things can happen. Knock on wood. We don't want it to nothing like that to happen to us. But what happens if it does? And you go out there and going to spend $500 for something you paid $400 back in the day? Wow. And for less storage too. Oh, come on, man. Stadia failed, Louis, and it's because, like Phil Spencer said, streaming games can and won't replace downloading because regardless how good your internet is, it's still a problem. Yeah, because that is a right now moment, Jacob. This is a moment of right now. But once it stabilizes, it's going to be like the DVDs. It's going to be like the Blu-rays. It's going to be like the VHS. It's going to be like all that stuff. Will consoles be worth buying in the near future? We don't know. We have to wait till things stabilize in order for that to happen. But again, that is a very, very futuristic conversation to have. Right now, what we got to worry is sit down, play games, have fun. Ignore these guys out there with all these rumors and acting like, oh, we won. Yeah, I mean, let me tell you something. And I'm being serious about this. If the day one company goes away, what are we going to do? Because let me tell you, games are going to be higher. Console prices are going to be way up high because what's keeping these consoles is because there's 3 consoles out there that they're competing against price. Trust me, they are competing against price, but it's gotten harder because, the tire situation. But hey, they're there, right? But the thing is, if one goes out, these companies are like, well, we're out here alone, so let's slap this thing on here, Premium tier is what I'm going to. I'm stacked up to GPU runs out in March. That's what it is. I mean, come on, man. Just have fun, guys. Don't let this thing affect you in life, and don't let it worry you. Just play games. Now, when the company comes out and says, "Hey, Xbox is done and over," then hey, we'll worry about where we're gonna head to next. That's right there what we're gonna worry about where to head to next. Should we go to PC? Should we go to the next hardware? Should we go to anything else? Well, that's all we gotta do. We just gotta head out elsewhere. But just like what happened with Sega. When Sega died, people just went and jumped into another console. That's all that's gonna happen at the end of the day. Period. That's all that's gonna happen. That's all. And that's the truth, chat, because hey, we saw it happen once. It's not like we're scared that it happens again, but they want to, it's like they want to force us to be scared. They want to force us to cry. They want to force us to this. We're not going to be crying at the end of the day. The ones that are going to be crying is you guys, because I want to see what you guys are going to do once the games go up to 100, once your console prices go up beyond the price point that you're like, oh shit, this is expensive. Because again, gaming is not a necessity. It's not even a utility. This is a hobby. AK-47 got Glover, what's up, man? Our PlayStation players are okay with playing $1,200 for PS6 and $125 for every game. Hey, they talked about it the other day. Can't believe they even brought it on a podcast. They were like, shit, $100 for a game. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You guys do not know what you're asking for. It's not the same you calling for the devil and watching him come by. It's not the same thing. You don't want it to come by. You guys asking for that? Oh, you're gonna see a lot of people out there not too happy. They're not gonna be happy. It's Tin Dog's fault. Kind of weird though. After this man went out there and said everything and disappeared again. Is he still on Twitter? This man just out of the blue just shut down his Twitter account. I'm being serious. I'm out. Oh, he's back. So 6 hours ago. So he's back because I couldn't find him over the weekend though, but now he seems to be back though. Because I saw the account kind of like disappear, but all of a sudden, right, he comes back. There will be another live. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot one thing to mention. I cannot believe I actually ignored this. I forgot about this, but hey, guess who came out of the bloom too? Oh, Lord. Guess who came out of the bloom too and decided to speak out of the bloom? This was another one. Oh, Lord, Chad, I totally forgot about this. Man, I can't believe I forgot about this, and now everyone, of course, had to cheer for this beautiful lady that I truly love. I love this one. She's so beautiful. Hell no. So it says, the former chair of FTC commented on Microsoft's decision last week to raise Xbox prices, claiming that the company has become too big to care. Lena Khan was chair of FTC at the time of this opposition and has now commented in social media responding to the post charting the rising cost of Game Pass despite claiming 2023 subscription prices would not increase as a result of the merger. Ah, of course, Lena Khan. Yes. You're out here talking to prove your point that you were right all along, that it was going to increase prices and everything. Lena, I got a question for you. Simple and easy. If there wasn't these tariffs or these market changes, would price increase though? We don't know because hell, it did happen. We're right now living in a situation where this shit is happening. Everything has increased. This man went out there, he increased even GPUs to 100%. I mean, Lena, come on. Come on. Now, now her word is key point, guys. Yeah. Oh, Lord. And this is what's crazy, right? I want to read a tweet from Oh No, It's Alex. Let me see where's Oh No, It's Alex's Twitter account. Here it is. Okay. Let me go see. Let me see if I can find that tweet he said. And I was just like, I couldn't agree more with him right there. If I could find the tweet, and he's right 100%. So let me see now if I can find it. So Lena Khan with her tweet, she says Microsoft acquisition of Activision has been followed by significant price hikes and layoffs, harming both games and developers. As we've seen across sector, increased marketing consolidation and increasing prices often go hand in hand. All right. As dominant firms become too big to care, they can make things worse for their consumers without having to worry about the consequences. So, Oh No, It's Alex comes out and says the entire industry has faced layoffs and price increases without a merger. And that's the thing that gets me. Look at me, the broke boy inside with a beautiful and awesome $2 super. He says, Louis, did you see Tim Dog did a Will Smith on Paris? Really? What was that? What do you mean by that? Show me that. Because, I just listen to the gossip you guys bring in here, but yeah. So Safo says, Sony raising the price of the service was part of that too. Yes, it was part of that merger. Yep, it was part of that too. So basically, chat, what she's saying out there, right, is that because Xbox is doing this, everybody's doing everything else. All these layouts are out. I'm like, Lena, come on. Come on. Everybody right now is going through a crisis situation. Justin Bootbrand, good morning to you, sir. How you doing? PlayStation, Nintendo get no pushback at all. No, they don't. No, incredible. Nintendo has a $90 game physical, and they don't get no pushback. PlayStation raises prices, they don't get a pushback. But when Xbox gets price rage, are you for real? Keep your name. He made a video saying to Paris saying, "Keep my name out of your mouth. Xbox trusts me more than it does you." All kinds of stuff. Wow. He took the time to do that. Wow. Incredible. I mean, chat, let me tell you something, right? And I gotta say something that I saw the other day on Twitter. I was laughing my butt off. Oh man, chat, listen. Look who's in the building. My brother Parent Plug from Sea of Thieves, guys. His channel is down there on my feed, man. Go over there, follow his Twitch channel, follow his YouTube channel. Everything you guys want to know, Sea of Thieves, follow this man. My brother from over there in the Netherlands. How you doing, man? Good morning to you, sir, man. Good guy, man. I'm serious, man. And not only that, if you want to join him for a sale, he'll invite you. You get to sail with him and learn more about how to play Sea of Thieves. Even though I've sailed with him before, I still don't know, still not learning ship, because my thing is load up cannons, put wood in the ship. Pause. That sounded real bad, but hey, you know, I like to shoot things down. That's my thing in Sea of Thieves. Yep. Wow, they sell the treasures. Oh Lord. It's kind of funny though, because let me show you guys something. All right, this is what I saw the other day on someone showed me this, and I was laughing my butt off. I was like, why are these guys afraid to tag people? I would have said thank you to him. I mean, why am I mad about? I saw this, I was like, why? Seriously. Let me go grab this. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this dude. Because I saw this and I was like, really? Why doesn't he tag me though? It's incredible that they're so scared to tag people. I would have said thank you for the promotion. Seriously. But it is what it is. Let me show you guys this. Oh yeah, and look what Plume is saying, because that's another thing though. PlayStation has multiple lawsuits against them for anti-consumer practices. Wanting Xbox dead is literally the dumbest thing you could want. That's another one too. They have multiple lawsuits on that. They lost one. They lost one in the U.S. and yet the court, they wanted to pay the guys with PlayStation points, and yet the court said nope. Unwind that. Let's stick to suing you guys because this isn't done. Because of everything that's going on out there. They're being sued across like a whole bunch of countries because of the practices. Oh my God, seriously. Let me see if I can find that Twitter feed, man. I was just laughing my butt off. And I know he watches me, but hey, let me see if I can get him. Because Game Zeros, fights him all the time. Let me see if I can find Game Zeros. He's always fighting that dude. That guy named James. Oh Lord, where is that thing? Where is, if I could find it though? I can't seem to find him though. If I could find him, it would be hilarious, but I can't find him though. Let's see what chat's saying. You're always welcome, man. Always welcome. How many points you got? I don't know. I don't worry about the points though. Guys, if I miss anything, they're still getting pants pulled down on the ultimate. We still have not gotten a response to that, but I think I have a feeling though. I don't know why, but I have a feeling we're going to get a response to that soon. I don't know why, but I have that feeling. Maybe my feeling is wrong, but if we do, cool. If we don't, shit, fuck. It's going to be bad. But I really do hope we get a good point out there, I seriously do. It'll be nice to see that Xbox comes out and says, hey, we got a new tier for you. Here you go. For you guys who don't want this, we listen to your feedback, It'll be nice to see that if they do that. And then all of a sudden, Xbox is not going to be dead. You just watch if they actually do that. Hold on, check me a second. Hello, ¿qué pasó? Ya casi estoy terminando, ya como en 6 minutos termino para salir. Okay, bye. Sorry about that, chat. For a phone call. All right, so let me see where I can find that. But yeah, see, I can't seem to find it though. I don't know, man. I seriously don't know, because usually the points that I have are like, I can't use them that as well as you guys do, because you guys have like your points, because you live in the States, you can use them for something else, but I can't use mine unless if it's like to buy like a Sea of Thieves thing, stuff like that, but I can't use them for like anything else, which sucks for me, because I wish I could use them for something else, but yeah. But it's all because of the region thing. So yeah, I don't have that much privileges like you guys do, though. But yeah, pretty fun stuff. But yeah, chat. It is what it is. Like I said, at the end of the day, chat, we're about gaming. Have fun. And forget about these rumors and stuff. Like I said, when the company goes on and says something, and if they say, oh, the Xbox is done, doesn't exist anymore, you're done, we're out, and everything, then you start worrying where we're going to head to. That's what we got to worry next. That's what we got to worry next. That's it. But other than that, we've been through that in history. It's not like this is the first time it happens. It has happened. Sega did it. And look where we're at today. We're now on Xbox. We're now on PlayStation. We're now on this one. We're now on that one. All I know is one thing, though. And let me tell you something. For those guys out there who seriously want the Xbox to die, if it does, good luck. Because I want to see your faces when you get those games so expensive. I want to see your faces when all the services go up. I want to see your faces when those consoles go up like freaking crazy. And I also love the fact that even Push Square came out and said, well, if Xbox dies, then PlayStation does not have any competition out there. Oh, so Nintendo doesn't exist? Wow, yowzers. Nintendo does not exist. Nothing at all. No, it doesn't. For them, Nintendo never existed. Sega's making the next Virtua Fighter. Yes, they are. They're doing a pretty good job. But again, they're trying to put all this fear on us. Like hell, this has not happened before. Crap. I mean, come on, bro. We've seen stuff happen. Come on, we're old. It's not like it's the first time, that. Come on, we have not seen like a console die or something. Shit. Come on, we're old at this. Let me see if I can find that too before I start heading out. That guy named James, where is he? I don't know if I can find it. Let me go find games because I know games is always finding them all the time. Games trailers. There it is. Okay, just found it. All right, so let's see if I can find that guy. Do sex and convert chairs. Let's see, transfer $5. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Can't seem to find it. But if I find that tweet, I'll show you guys. I'll show it to you guys. Either tomorrow or something. I just keep it in a queue and show you guys tomorrow where I'm heading to with that conversation. But yeah, chat. Can't seem to find it. That's how it is. Nintendo does not exist to most PlayStation, Xbox, and PC gamers. But it does exist though, and it's making a shit ton of money by putting these games more expensive than ever it was. $90 for a game. Holy smokes, man! I'm telling you. Where are we heading this gen? All I know is that this generation is all about hiking prices. And nobody is out there putting the gloves on. At least I did, but try to put the fight out there. So let's see what happens, Let's see what comes around this week. Besides all the crazy bad rumors that Xbox is having. Just can't wait till that thing just... Because I know something's going to be announced soon or something big is going to come out and people are like, oh shit, oh damn, And then all of a sudden the Xbox comes back like the Undertaker. I don't know how many times Undertaker died in WWE, but the man always rose back and made carnage, right? Well, chat, listen, I'm just telling you, good morning to you, sir. How you doing? Listen up. The crazy ones got to go, chat. I got to run an errand. Like I said, I got to head to the bank. I got some things I got to do, man. I lost my debit card. I can't seem to find it. It is what it is, chat. But chat, like always, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. My beautiful and awesome chat. What you've all been playing, guys. I'm still playing Helldivers, guys. Like I said, I've been off over the weekend. Just took a little break from games. Took a little break from social media. I had to. I had to. So your prediction is Xbox is a secret that will save their day. The funny thing is, trending Finn, is that look. Let me tell you what Xbox does, right? And this is true, right? So let's say this is a rake. They bring up a good news, and then all of a sudden they step on it, and the rake goes pop right on their head. I mean, we've seen that time and time again. And then we see a wave of bad news, and then all of a sudden they say something, and everything's good. Everything's good for like a month or two, and then all of a sudden it's back to that again. Yeah, Andrew, I got some. That was the someone calling me. We got to do an errand today. It's urgent errand because we're working on my papers for Spain, so we gotta head for that. We got to work on that. We got to get everything ready because that thing has got to be done and out. Yeah, just tomorrow morning I'll be back. Let's see what else is cooking out there. Let's see what other rumors are going to be thrown out there that we're going to debunk, because that's what we always do. We're going to debunk. For the time being, and yeah, just talk more stuff. We're going to talk more. More games and stuff, because I mean, there's got to be more good news on the way. Seriously, there's got to be more good news on the way. No joke. Real 7 beta is pretty good, laugh a lot. I gotta try it out. I haven't tried it out. I'm gonna try it out. If it's still going on, I'm gonna try it out today because, like I said, I took a weekend off, for games. I said, I'm gonna take a break. I needed that break. I needed to get on the motorcycle, ride off into the sunset, just have some fun. I needed to do that. Seriously, I did. It's good to catch a break. Microsoft should let go of Activision. I want Microsoft. I gotta tell you something. I don't know, but if you ask me, is this game good? I'll be honest with you, being part of Xbox, it's been good. I mean, I'm really having fun this generation because why? I mean, I'm paying for a service that's giving me a lot of games, and I'm saving money, so that's good for me. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. And not only that, I'm getting a lot of day one titles in there. I'm getting a lot of cool games in there. I mean, I'm happy with the service. I'm happy. It's got a price hike. Yeah, it sucks, and I'm fighting price hikes 100%. But damn, service is still good. Still playing games, still having fun. But yeah, chat. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for your super chats. Thank you all for your memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. I seriously do. Village, Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart World, Yote, South of Midnight, Warframe, Motorsport, Halo Infinite, going back to do. Damn, Safo. Holy smokes, Safo. How many hands do you got? Damn. Bing the backwards compatible games. Yes, sir. That's a beauty too. David Cohen even brought that up earlier today in the show. So chat. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, I want to go back to Shadows. Nice, good game too. Have a beautiful, and I do mean a beautiful and an awesome Monday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back at 7 p.m. ET with Sourbowl, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. And on Fridays, invite me to Don't XBI en Español at 7 p.m. ET with Elvis Elecita and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Luke Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you got to hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes out and talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful day, you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Game. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.